Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everyone. Today is Saturday, October 26th, and I am actually headed back to Shenandoah Valley, and I'm going on Skyline Drive again, but this time with some relatives, and I thought I'd do a little fall colors update. It's exactly 2 weeks after I was at Shenandoah with my friends, Gitanjali and Ananya. So this is a 2-week update to show you how the fall colors have progressed and what Skyline Drive looks like a little bit later into the fall season. So I anticipate that this is going to be a relatively short vlog since I just want to capture the natural beauty of the mountains and all the changing colors of the leaves. So I just made it to Sky Meadows State Park. This is close to Skyline Drive, although it's technically not on Skyline Drive. It's very close. This is about less than an hour away from my house. It took about 45 to 50 minutes to get here. And it's a very windy day today, but the view is pretty nice. So since this is a Meadows State Park, they have a lot of like meadows and parking areas, and there are a lot of people doing hikes and treks here, and they're like relatively low difficulty, so even people who are beginners at hiking are able to do these. If the wind wasn't there, it would be a really beautiful day and really awesome, but it is pretty windy. So it's not quite as perfect weather conditions as we would like, but it's still a nice day. The fall colors seem very similar to how they were 2 weeks ago. I don't see that much of a drastic difference. Maybe there are a touch more trees with colors on them now, but some trees have just completely lost all of their leaves, so you know, it's kind of a trade-off there. The later you come, the fewer trees will have leaves, but the more vibrant the colors will be, so the timing is difficult to get right. I'm just going to be walking around, taking some pictures, and I'll try to show you as much of the scenery and views and fall colors as I can. Yeah, so stay tuned. The views are really pretty and really nice. I think the plan is to go to Skyline again after this, just because there's not much to do here. So we're leaving Sky Meadows Park, and there are these beautiful cows here. They're black and shiny, and they're enjoying the shade of the tree, even though it's not that hot out. And you know, they've got tags on their ears so that they don't get lost, and yeah, haven't seen a congregation of cows like this in the US in a while, so it's nice to see some animals out here. Okay, so we just made it to a part of Skyline Drive. We're near the Dickey Ridge hiking trail, and this is the view. The sun is already, you know, pretty low in the sky. In another 2-ish hours it'll be sunset here, but you know, just came here to enjoy the views. We have a nice view of like all these plantations down there. And yeah, the colors are there. Obviously not as vibrant as you'd like to see this close up, but they're there. This is another outlook. Point right now on Skyline Drive. This is the Signal Knob outlook point, and this is the view. You can see all of the colors in the background behind me. We've got yellows, reds, greens, oranges. Another outlook point, it's called Dense Forest, and this one has some pretty nice views. So this isn't actually the main outlook point, it's over there, but I really like the trees and the colors over here, so I'm going to spend some time here first. Okay, so here's a closer look at the Dense Forest out overlook. Right now I'm kind of off the trail a bit here towards the got some really beautiful yellow leaves over here. Alright, so we're gonna do a science lesson. Why is the leaf yellow and not green? Is it because something crazy is happening where the leaves are changing color? No, so all leaves and plants in general have a substance called chlorophyll in their cells. The chlorophyll is what allows trees to produce glucose from the sun's energy, and that's what gives leaves their green color. But in the fall time here, because it gets colder and the sun sets earlier, the amount of sunlight that plants are able to get continuously decreases, which lowers their ability to produce chlorophyll. So it's not the fact that the leaves are changing color, but the lack of the chlorophyll that is letting them, you know, become yellow. And then the more chlorophyll they lose, they become orange, and then if they lose even more, they turn red before eventually dying and falling. But they come back in the spring because most trees here lie dormant in the winter. So that's a little science lesson. So this view right here is what's really pretty. I really like the fact that we've got trees covering one side of the road and the other, and it's just like a little path in the middle. I used to have a car like that when I was little. It's one of those motorized electric cars that little kids drive. I had a two-seater. It was a Chevy Corvette. This one is not a Corvette, it's a Honda, but it's the exact same color that I used to have. So this is another stopping point that I just took on Skyline Drive. It's really, really pretty. I'm in a forest right now. Tons of people here taking photos. I'm in the middle of a forest in Shenandoah Valley right now. It's very beautiful. Most of the trees here have turned yellow. The foliage is a nice, bright, sunshiny yellow color. And it's just really nice. There's a ton of leaves on the ground, so it's a little bit slippery, so you have to be careful when walking, especially because you won't be able to see any rocks that are underneath. But other than that, the scenery is nice. It's nearing sunset time, so the colors probably aren't shown through the camera as vibrant as they are in real life, but it's still pretty nice. I really like the view of the trees right over here. You can kind of see all of like the yellows and oranges poking through. And they're very tall. I want to say maybe almost 100 feet. Yeah, they're pretty tall. And then we've got the sun peeking through right over here. If you want to look over that way, you can see the sun poking through the trees, and it looks really good. One activity that some people like to do in the fall time is scrapbooking. So you kind of look on the forest floor for some pretty looking leaves, such as this one, and then you can press it in between the pages of an old book, and it dries out and preserves the leaf, and then people use it in like art projects or paintings, or like stick it on paper. So that's something that you can do with fall leaves. We've got some more orange over here. It's really pretty. Things like this can't really be captured in a video. It's something that you have to go out and experience for yourself. Alright, so this is my last stop of the day today. I'm just about to exit this little stretch of forest, and I'm just gonna end the video here. It was a really nice day. We did see some more fall colors than I saw with my friends 2 weeks ago. So yeah, overall like pretty nice. There was quite a bit of traffic getting here, so that part wasn't so great, but the views were nice. It was a nice little day trip, so I had a good time. Yeah. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!